Hello, this is Darth Pedro again. I'm here to show you the Microsoft Access utility that I am developing to work with the Empyrean challenge, Empyrean Cluster Wars and pre-alpha test game that I'm involved in. And right here we have all of the tables from the game database. These are linked and read-only. And I have a set of objects here grouped. I actually create a table with a pinned query. Have a query here to clear out the table to refresh it. And also a query here to calculate the distance based upon the 3D coordinates. There's a query here for the stars, created the stars table, and this is an append query. So basically these tables I've created are clones of data, selected clones of data. These queries filter the data and stack it into these tables. Here's the orbits, and then we have the planets. And we end up with, of course, here's the turn number. This is a filtering criteria. And here's the query that the report is based upon. This is the system stars orbit chip colony report. And we'll view it in the print preview mode. And here it is. And if you'll notice, there's page 1 of 64. And this is today, Tuesday, December 22nd, 2009. And you can look through these pages here. Each page will be one star. So a multiple star system like this one has star B. There's star A. Orbit 11 shows up on star A, the listing. Star B. So you have a kind of duplication of orbit entry, but notice that the ship status only shows up on the star A list. And this is just because there's so much filtration and sorting involved in an elimination of duplicate display. Just the way the data is structured, this is the way it worked out. So we have the system name. This name is a name you can define as the name of the actual star system. And then each star has a name. These are default names. Specific names haven't been designated by any orders that I have written yet. And we have a ship here, owner 1,000,000. That basically means it's not me, it's an alien. And we don't get a specific detailed probe status in this report. But it's a good quick summary. You can look through your systems pretty quickly and see items of interest will be in red. So you've got like a colony here and a ship, a couple of colonies and ships, all in this one system. I named it Zulu. Star's name's Campfire. That's star A. And here's Pearl is another system. And the reason we called it Pearl is because it is a pearl of the system. Here's Y. Star B, orbit 5, has a habitability of 30 planet. And here's the Pearl B5 is the name of the colony that's established there. So we have 2 stars in that system. Here's a star that was named. I don't know how it got named. I didn't name this. Here's a ship I have, a little reconnaissance ship. And here's another alien ship out of here. Somebody that likes to name their ships Sosis. And There's a few of them I've seen patterns in the names of the ships. Here's another Sosis ship. That's probably the same player owns it. Eventually I'll be cleaning these out. Here's another one. I'll be cleaning these out of the inventory. Here's one here, Envoy 14. You probably saw the message I was writing to the ship. Actually, I'd already sent it, so I don't have a ship in that orbit at that time. I was trying to orbit because the ship had been moved to my home orbit, where I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. These are all being refitted. These are shuttles. They're named shuttle ships. They're hauling material from these. These are enclosed mine colonies here. And here's the asteroid orbit, which has some pretty good, rich resources. And the mining colony on that is called Extraction A7, so I've tried to use a suffix depicting the orbit number. Helps me keep track of them when I'm looking at a list. So there you have it. That's what we have done with this particular report. You saw how quickly it generates, and it's just the one of several I have in mind, and the same type of information could be laid out in a form type object and allow for nested subforms and actually have some graphic displays, things like that, also some interactive capability, which the reporting does not. Reporting is just a passive display of information. And you can actually go up here and say I want to print it out. Okay, I can print it. I can do some other things with this in Excel if I wanted to export it to an Excel spreadsheet, or I could right here make it into a PDF file, which I have done. In fact, the first page of it, I put it on the Empyrean Cluster Wars or Empyrean Challenge discussion forum for anybody to look at. So, and I've just shown this particular page, my home system, in that file. I'm not going to give everything to everybody, but I'm pretty open with my information. I'm not really worried so much about who wins the game or whatever. It's kind of a fun thing just to participate in helping to debug it, refine the process of the gameplay, and interact with the other players if they desire. And eventually, once we get all the bugs shaken out of the system and fine tune it, we'll probably have a later part in the game where we have a big slugfest and try to blow each other up, take over each other's star systems, vaporize their population, typical space opera stuff. So, but anyway, this is Darth Pedro. Just wanted to show you that. I'm going to close it, and we'll talk to you some other time.